good example of the data set after it's been cleaned. So obviously, as it's way more structured, everything's all labeled and titled, and it fits into a more appropriate JSON file. So if you look at the old example, you can see it's all a far less readable, a lot more random information or arbitrary information that you can't really make too much sense out of. A lot of duplicate values that you have to go through and clear through, and it's not the most readable JSON format that you could possibly have. After uploading it to AWS Glue Brew and AWS S3 bucket, which is like a cloud storage space, I can then basically start manipulating in Glue Data Brew this information so that it looks a lot more structured and a lot more machine readable. After this, I would then plan on transporting this over to Tableau, where I can then start displaying and presenting the data. But really quickly, I'm just going to run through what stages there are to this. So you've got a data set, which is like the raw data file. You've got the projects, which basically projects will allow you to then actually manipulate the data and delete values, delete rows, delete columns and information, make changes to this. Then you've got recipes, which recipe jobs, which is like here I can show as an example of all the little iterations that I've made and changes that I've made to each and every bit of the data set to allow the data to present as more clean and readable. After this, you can run something called recipe jobs, which is where it then shows the data quality checks and how they've been done. So you go through a process of data quality cleaning. After cleaning, you go through data quality checks to make sure that there's no null values or duplicate values or unnecessary values that you don't want that could potentially mess up your readability of your data set. And then you take it over to Tableau, which is what I did after this.